Hi, this is John Casey. I figured I would tell you a little bit about myself and why I chose Málaga Sí when I was looking for a place to study abroad in Spain. So I went to Vanderbilt University. I graduated 4 years ago and then went to the University of Louisville for medical school. Finished that up a little early and now I've got a few months between medical school and residency, and I wanted to work on my Spanish skills. I had about 2 years of Spanish in high school and 1 semester in college, but when I arrived I really couldn't remember much of it. I hadn't spoken Spanish really in about 9 years. So when I came, they put me in level A2, and I moved on from there. So the reasons I chose Málaga Sí: first of all, I was coming in the winter, and I wanted a place that had a good climate even during that time of year. Málaga is the warmest city in the winter, so that was certainly a plus. I like to do outdoor stuff. I like to run. There are mountains around here and a beach to run along, and the school's very close to the beach. So that was very attractive. For me, some other criteria I used, because it can be difficult to really find out the objective criteria for choosing a school when you come from America. But the other things I looked at was I wanted a school that was small. I was kind of wary of the big chain schools. I'd heard that some were great and some were bad, and I didn't really know if the reviews I heard were necessarily representative of the place where I was going to be going. So Málaga Sí is privately owned by one person. They've had the same teachers for really a decade, so it's pretty stable. It's only one site, so you know all the reviews you read really are of this place. And it had been very well reviewed. It also had accreditation by the Cervantes Institute, which is really the main accreditation body that gives legitimacy to foreign language programs. So that was one criteria. Another one for me was, as much as I love my country, I figured it would be good to get away from Americans while I was studying abroad. Everyone always has the temptation to speak their native language whenever they get into trouble, and the best way to really learn a language is to immerse yourself. So my hope was to find a place where I would be forced to use whatever I was learning. So Málaga Sí has about 3% Americans, 7% British people, and 90% non-native English speakers. And that being said, most of the people who come are Northern European, so you won't be lonely. Most of the people here can speak nearly perfect English, but I would say that you'll have more opportunities to practice here than you would at a school full of Americans. So, in short, those are the main reasons I chose Málaga Sí. It's held up very well. I just am finishing up my final and 8th week here. I've moved all the way through A2 level, B1, and finished in the B2 level. Málaga Sí also has really helped me to meet other local Spanish people. So there have been some people from Malaga that I've been meeting with a few times a week to work on my skills, and I can say at this point that I do have Spanish friends that I can talk to in their own language. I wouldn't say that I'm quite fluent, but I'd say that I've certainly improved a lot in the last 8 weeks, and I'd recommend this school to anyone looking to study abroad. So Málaga also asked me to talk a little bit about the city and my experiences here coming from America. So I've really loved my time here. The city is great. It's the biggest city on the Costa del Sol along southern Spain. It's really, one of the things I liked about it is it's got easy access to all those cities in the region. So in my 8 weeks here, I took an excursion through the school to Ronda, which was amazing. I rented a car, which was very cheap, and drove to Sevilla, Granada, Cordoba. I've also been to, actually went to Morocco for a weekend when my girlfriend came to visit. So I like the fact that in Malaga you're kind of in a central area with kind of the center of wheel with a number of very important tourist destinations around you. Also, we're very close to the beach. Malaga has a very famous beach that is probably not the prettiest beach in the Costa del Sol, but certainly a lot better than what I have in Kentucky, and it's beautiful with the mountains in the background, so that's been very nice to take advantage of. It's got great public transportation here, so we're in the little eastern suburb, which is nice to kind of relax and study, and then when you go out on the weekends, you take a bus that takes about 15 minutes into town and go out there. Buses run all night, or if you go out Spanish style, which means between midnight and 6 a.m., then actually when you're coming home, the day buses are running again, so that's quite a different experience than back home. And the school also arranges intercambios, or what they're called. They're exchanges between people who want to practice their English and you want to practice your Spanish. That works well to help meet people. They have after-school activities where you go cooking or go to different touristy sites, go have churros, things like that. So not only are they fun and ways to meet other students, they're also kind of extra free instructional time with your teacher and other times to practice Spanish. So really, I think the school's set up great. It's in a great location, very relaxing, lots of great things to do, and it's easy access to lots of cities around here. And also, the area we're in is touristy in the summer, but if you're not here in the peak time, actually there aren't that many people, that many tourists around. So really, you're forced to use your Spanish on the streets. Most of the people in the stores don't speak English, which was another thing I really liked. I think it's great, and I hope you all have a good time.